epidemic.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Hey, we live in the man cave, man. What it do, fellas?
Yes, sir. What's happening, folks? Welcome back.
What's going on? You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
In the cave.
Yeah, man. And we got your boy Big Ballin' D in this thing, man. Who else we got in here the cave tonight?
You got James Swain, the better half of the Silver Lake Boys Associated.
Yeah, he got Bunk. Yeah, I am one half of Silver Lake Boys Associated, but I am the king of the streets, dog.
Hey.
That's who you got with you today in the man
That's
cave.
what's up, man.
I like that, Bunk.
Right.
King of the streets. Yes, sir.
King of the streets, man.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about, but hey, man.
Fire show tonight.
Tell them how you can get, tell them how they can hear us, man.
No, I was going to do that anyway.
No, I know you're going to do that.
It's going to be one of them nights tonight. Let's get it. Hey, man, we in the man cave. You already know. You can tune in live right now on YouTube, all right? You need to go subscribe. Click that subscribe button on YouTube. You can check us out. Go download the app and the Apple Store, Google Play.
Alexa.
You can tell Alexa. What you tell Alexa?
Hey, PowerPlugRadio.com.
You got to be smoother than that. Alexa understand you if you talk to her sweet now. Come on now.
How you going to talk to her?
Say, Alexa, baby.
You know what I'm going to tell her? I'm going to tell her.
You. I want to see them boys in the cave.
And the boys in the cave?
Yeah, all right.
Because when
you got to do that Barry White with Alexa sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She understand it.
She understand that.
Yeah, all right. She a woman, goddamn. Come on now.
Alexa. And then you can call in. See, we turned up already in the intro, so you know what's going down tonight. You can call in 727-686-0512. Got 2. 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
All right. Yeah, man. Hey.
Yeah, man. What? Go.
Hey, man, I love the cave, man. I'm just glad to be right back in it. You know, we almost out of January, man.
Yeah.
February gonna bring new things. It's still a little cold outside.
A little chilly,
especially for us damn Floridians, man.
Chilly
You know what I'm
out there,
saying?
man.
It's bringing, it's still bringing, colds, flu, and, coronavirus still out there like it always has been for the last, I don't know what we going on, about 3 years on this with this COVID shit, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a way of life around here.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. So,
the numbers are out of control. I mean, last I checked, y'all helped me out, it was 66 million cases. 1 million of those children.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, man, they had a national march against the vaccine mandates. So this is what we doing, here in America, and it's one of the reasons that we can't control it.
Where was this march? Was it in Washington?
Well, I think they had marches.
They busting
probably in all 50 states, but in DC they had the biggest march.
Wow.
There were several thousand people that took part in that rally.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see who organized that.
Bro, it started from the local leaders like the Florida governor, everything that come around COVID, from money that he bats away that comes from DC, any type of vaccine, like he's not part of that. He don't want the kids to wear the mask. So that's where it started. The people see him and they like, we going. You don't hear the governor? We ain't about that. That's what they doing, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Dumbass Ron DeSantis, man. Hey,
but I think that when I think establishment, and I get people's frustrations. You don't want the vaccine to be mandated, but I think that venues have the right to say, hey, you need to be vaccinated if you're going to be in our establishment.
Exactly.
So whether that's a gym or a restaurant or concert venue, I mean, they have that right. But that's the problem in America. And I just want to use an example. We talk about sports a lot, right? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, right? In the NBA, you got one team out of Canada. That's Toronto.
Yeah.
They don't have any fans in their arena.
Yeah.
Hell, they was in Tampa last year.
And that's why in Canada, this whole COVID crisis is not as bad.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a better grip on it than us.
Yeah. They make countrywide mandates, and the people are abiding by it. They're not complaining like certain Americans are, man. And you made a great point with that, and that's the thing, man. You know, this is a public safety nightmare. You know what I'm saying? This is a nightmare for people who just want to be able to move and do what you want to do. But if you do that, if you move and do the things that you always have done right now in this current climate, you know, you jeopardize your life, the lives of other people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good. You know what I'm saying? So you have to think beyond, yourself, in that situation, man. So, that's a great point that you made, man. America needs to get on board, with that.
Just to piggyback off of what James using as an example, they don't even give a damn about the sports, bro. The Raptors played in Tampa the whole year last year.
Yeah, that's right.
We caught a game, okay? Yeah. So other places besides Canada, even over in Europe and places like that, they're taking it serious.
Yeah.
My brother just went on a trip to Jamaica, and you can't even go into no place. First of all, they're going to check your credentials to make sure you're not positive once you get over there. Hand sanitizers at every entrance of anywhere you go.
Yeah.
So your hands are clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So other places are taking the right precautions. Here, I think they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
When the first time you got a free mask, like 2 years after the whole thing, you got some, but now they're starting to mail the tests.
Yeah.
Wasn't getting no free tests.
Yeah.
That's right.
2 years later, bro. So it's about money here. They try to make money off of everything. And it's sad. Yeah. The right stuff that we need, we're not giving. They trying to make a buck off of it.
That's true, man. That's true, man. I was out yesterday. I get off work. I always think about what I'm gonna eat when I get home because I be trying to starve myself during the day, trying to lose a couple pounds. So I always think about what I'm eating. I always try to stop to the store, get something. And I didn't have my damn mask. I usually have a mask, and I left it on my desk at work. And I was like, God dang it. So I just went home, because I don't play with it. Because when you go, this is Florida, and it's sad to say that, there's a lot of people in this state that don't care. They don't give a damn about the safety of other people, man. You go into the grocery store, man, you have, it's a sprinkle of people who got their mask on, but you got these folks, man, who are hell-bent on
they try to make you feel
whatever the hell
bad.
they want to do it, man, and they are, this week, one of my good friends, his father passed away from Tuesday from COVID, and my brother told me today that I had this is a distant cousin I probably met once. She was younger than I am. She's in her 40s, who passed away from COVID. Her funeral is this weekend in Daytona, and my friend's father's funeral was today. So COVID's still killing people, and these are black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and one of them isn't 60, 70, 80 years old, you know what I'm saying? My friend's father, he was a little up there, but, still too young to be dying from, flu, a major flu. This pandemic is still killing people. Y'all better be careful. And did you hear Omicron got its own freaking variant, man? What the hell is that all about?
He done popped another one out there. So
they said Omicron they've been doing some studies on Omicron itself, and it's like developing its own variant. And they don't know yet how, harsh, like the Omicron virus, people say, well, it ain't as bad as the Delta and the other one, but if it develops its own variant, it could be a lot stronger. It could be a lot more contagious, so y'all need to be careful, man. It's careful.
Nothing to play with. I was about to joke about the next name, but I won't do that because it's for real out there.
It is, man.
I was about to do that.
Yeah, don't listen to punk ass DeSantis. You listen to the people who give a damn about your life. You know what I'm saying? And do what you need to do. to save yourself and help other people, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
Ain't that right, homeboy?
Yeah, man, y'all pretty much summed it all up, man. There's a lot of misinformation, a lot of ignorance.
Yeah.
You know, I understand, you know, people want to get back to their norm.
Yeah.
You know, people don't like the inconvenience of it. And, you know, but I mean, I hate it, but we have to take precautions.
Yeah, and you brought us in with, you know, they having these national marches,
rallies marches saying,
against the vaccine.
Give us the right to die.
What the hell, you know, God dang.
And we're just saying people had a right to live. People have a right to protect themselves.
Exactly.
You have a right not to be vaccinated.
Yep.
Some people have a right to be vaccinated.
Yep.
You know, let's all be safe. Let's be smart about this, because
are we gonna ever get back to them, you know, them years, you know? I don't think black people was around. Well, we was here, we were probably in bondage then, but remember this old scarlet letter they used to put on people back in the day? That old scarlet letter, you ain't vaccinated, you don't give a damn, you sit here running around with no mask, you ain't gonna put no scarlet letter on people. You ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do it. That's a little bit too far, huh? But we might, you know what though, but the thing about it is, at some point, I mean, how deep is this thing gonna get, and you know, what will the people who wanna be safe have to do with these dummies who don't care about the safety of other people? We're gonna have it's gonna have to be dealt with at some point.
I don't see them making any extreme measures.
Yeah.
I just think it's just almost a part of life now, because we mentioned the flu.
Yeah.
But what you have to understand is the flu also kills people.
Exactly.
You know, and we accept that.
Yeah.
You know, so eventually, and again, you got the money piece. You got the for-profit piece.
Yeah.
Everybody's always, you know, taking a stand saying, yeah, man, I got the right. You know, I got the right to live. I got the right to die. I got the right to hate. Mm-hmm. So I think that, you know, it's here to stay. And the more time that goes by, the more it'll be a normal part of life.
Yeah, I hear you. I believe that, you know, I was trying to be a little funny earlier, but, you know, you know, the hell with COVID, man. You know, we ain't gonna stay too long on it. Just be safe. Hey, that's going on, man. We retooling the man cave, man. 727-686-0512. If you want to get with us and talk to the boys in the man cave, call that number 727-686-0512. But we got this.
Get on YouTube too. They can live chat us right now.
Chat us on YouTube.
Stop playing out there.
Dang right. If you got a question, you know, put it in there. So we got a good producer here who's gonna help y'all get in touch with us. Hey, we had a new social justice segment. We always talk about social justice in the cave, but you know, we're gonna be talking about social justice a little bit. You know, not a lot, but a little bit every time we get on this microphone. And what's big right now is the Ahmaud Arbery federal case. You know, there's a little bit of news there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody has been reading or looking up about it, but you know, there's a federal case, hate crime case. You know, a civil rights infringement case that's going to be placed, that these guys are going to, the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery are going to have to deal with, and that's about to start soon. But what they're saying is, you know, because it's a federal case, there's going to be no cameras in there. Do you think that justice can be had for Ahmaud Arbery in this federal case without the cameras being on this thing? What do people does the public have to see what they're doing in order for them to give justice?
I would say without question.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because they've already been convicted. They're facing, they were sentenced to life.
Yeah.
So this is the racial component of it. So, and from what I'm hearing is there were text messages that had, you know, racial overtone.
Yeah.
And also at the time that they murdered Ahmaud Arbery, apparently there was some racial slurs.
The N-word came out multiple times.
That's right.
MFing.
Because is it more to the video that they released and they don't want to show during this portion?
There was evidence that, again with racial overtone, that they left out of the first trial.
Yeah. They intentionally left out. They intentionally left out. Evidence. Regarding race. You know what I'm saying? Them saying the N-word, all this other stuff that may have happened, because they didn't think it was relevant for this case. That's what the lawyers, said. They thought it may have hurt this case if they just made, the race piece, the major component. In this federal case, though, that's the only real component. How did race, come, to play in this, in this case? They're being charged for violating, Arbery's civil rights by committing a hate crime. You get me? Mm-hmm. So all of that has to come out in that case. But the thing about it is, America and the world ain't gonna be able to see it because there are not gonna be any cameras in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll have to get our news from whatever news feeds.
Are any of those cops going down too for hiding some of this evidence, or is it just the trial for?
No, it's just those same three. I think it was McMichael, the two McMichaels, and was it Brian?
The video
Rally.
Yeah,
Brian.
The actual murderers. The McMichaels are already facing life without parole. Brian is facing life with the possibility of parole, but in this federal case, it could up. I don't know how you could up the other two's unless other two's sentence, but Brian's can be up. It could be made even worse by his ability to be released. You know what I'm saying?
Kelvin, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Bryant will be hit with a
more years,
severe
he'll
sentence.
Yeah,
and DeMarcus, back to what you were saying, there was clearly a police cover-up, clearly. But some of the cops that testified in the trial, they had already resigned.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was something to
up out of there.
To let them off the hook,
so they can get that check.
It was a clear cover-up.
Yeah,
his mother, Ahmaud Arbery's mother, was told that her son died in an attempted burglary.
Yeah.
That's what she was initially told.
Wow.
They locally, they tried to cover this up.
Yeah.
They chased that man down and gunned him down in the back. And the initial report was he was breaking in, somebody got.
And if there was no camera there, that would have been what was said. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the end. Ahmaud Arbery was killed, in an attempted burglary. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But there were cameras there. Somebody caught that. You know what I'm saying? It was released to the public.
Well, I thought the dude that was in the truck was the cameraman.
Well, maybe he was, but somehow that got out.
So that's what I'm saying. I wonder he's sharing it with somebody, or would your service go through your stuff and tell? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did the video get out? I ain't really think about that.
I don't know, but I mean
that don't matter.
That's something we can look into and discuss later. But
I think they took pride in what they did.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think he enjoyed showing
his
family and friends. Look at what we did. We served justice.
Yeah.
But there was also a video from the home across the street.
Yeah.
That showed footage of Ahmaud Arbery coming out of the house.
Yeah.
With nothing in his hands, and then continually to jog on down the street.
Yeah. Yeah. So that all of that, man. But that's the thing, we have these cases. We've had a bunch of these cases, and the lack of a camera in many of these cases has meant no conviction for these young black men, women, in these cases. But these cases, there happened to be a camera there. The footage got out, and you know these guys are being, you know, are facing, you know, jail time. But it's, you know, it's sad that we have to have that proof, because they never have to have that kind of proof to convict us, man. You can just say, oh, Bunk hit somebody upside the head, oh yeah, he did that shit. I can see it on his face. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you go to jail. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. I probably did it though, but you know, that's just how it is for us in this country. But
there's another trial.
Go ahead.
Federal trial.
Go ahead.
Very similar to that one that also kicked off this week. And that was the 3 officers that basically aided Derek Chauvin in murdering George Floyd.
Exactly.
You know, that was the case that it was a global protest. You know, the whole Black Lives Matter movement exploded as a result of it.
Yeah.
But that trial kicked off this week.
Okay.
And you know, it's another whole high profile trial. Chauvin has been sentenced to 25 years.
Yeah.
So what's our take on the 3 officers? I mean, do they walk? You know, are they found guilty? Because it's clear that it's, again, because of the video, you know, like Bonk alluded to before, he was clearly murdered for the world to see. Yeah. You know, and he was clearly in need of medical attention. So his civil rights were violated. Yeah. His constitutional rights were violated. We spoke about the Constitution last week. Yeah. And we talked about, you know, the birth of the Constitution. Yeah. You know, black folk were property. Yeah. During the birth of that. So, but, you know, those are 2 high profile trials that we got going on. Yeah. It's about to kick off. Yeah. So what you guys, you know, you guys want to delve into that a little? Well, I mean, the thing about it is you know, like everybody saw the video. We can also see those other cops in the video watching, or even in some instances participating in, you know, the restraint of George Floyd, man. Them jokers all need to go to prison. I want to say this, but I doubt that they'll get the time that Chauvin got, but they should, because they were all complicit. They were aiding and abetting a murderer, and if that's what they should be charged with that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? You are involved intimately in the murder of a human being. You know, your actions could have prevented it, and your inaction caused it. You know what I'm saying? Was a cause of it. So I mean, they are just as culpable, especially being, you know, people who are supposed to be serving and protecting the community. You are just as culpable in that situation, you know, as Chauvin. So that's how I feel about it. You know, and I think most of the world sees it that way too. No doubt. They are up for trial. It starts soon. They was right there, man. They could have done something. They was the closest person to the man that had some type of authority versus other than your boy with his knee on his neck. Yeah. We talked earlier about another officer seeing something that did something, and the other officer reacted by snatching the throat of him. Yeah, that's a good segue into that. You know what I'm saying? To give an example, somebody could have done something like that. Somebody could have done something, and they did not do it. They didn't do it. He might have gotten up, got some breath, but 9.5 minutes straight. Who gonna survive that? You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So no doubt, I agree with y'all. This is easy when they should be locked up. I don't know the severity of it, to be honest, because who knows. What if somebody did say something and your boy was like, I don't care, you know? Yeah, yeah. But they didn't do enough. They could have done more. Yeah. So they didn't do anything. You know, that's the thing. Like they're totally, you know. They didn't do enough.
They didn't do. I mean, if you would have done something, you didn't do anything. You just watched his man. I mean, like somebody could have called EMS, sooner. Somebody could have pulled him off that man. Somebody could have arrested Chauvin, for doing what he was doing, but none of them did. They just sat there, and watched it, and then try to say, well, we was trying to protect the scene from, passers-by. But passers-by were telling y'all,
get off the man.
Y'all killing him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, but
one of the dudes was going off on the
but
officers.
you ain't the damn that, just back up off of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's I think that, they should be in real jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? I think that in some of these federal cases, man, I don't know if this is a federal case, but in these cases,
it's a federal case. No cameras.
Yeah,
in the courtroom.
In these cases, man, people, this climate has built a situation where people are fed up. These judges, know that they can't F up these, these cases, and so they stick by the book. You know what I'm saying? And if there is something, that they're gonna be able to charge or convict this person of, I guarantee you it's gonna happen. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the extent of it, but I guarantee all of them guys are gonna be convicted of something, man. And if they don't,
it's gonna be some smoke in the city.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Bonk, you made a good point. There was a series of mistakes that they made.
Exactly.
You could have tapped Chavin on the shoulder and say, "Hey, man, that's it."
Yeah.
You could have forced him, forced Chavin off the guy if you had to.
Yeah.
But even aside from that, there was medical personnel on site. You didn't allow them to do, perform, to do their job.
Yeah.
And the people that sat there in terror, you didn't listen to the people.
Yeah.
The people were speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We always talk about power to the people. You got to give the power to the people.
Exactly.
They spoke.
Yeah. But the whole mantra of the police is to serve and protect. Who are you serving and protecting? The people. The people are saying you're killing a man. You know what I'm saying? You're killing a defenseless person, right? And they're telling you this, hey, your partner is killing this guy. You see it. What you gonna do about it? You did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Which, if you do nothing, then you are. You're a part of that. You aided, you gave Derek Chauvin, the power to do that. You gave him the thumbs up to do what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And you need to go to prison, fellas. Yeah, they need to go to prison.
Well, not only did they didn't do anything, apparently they didn't call the right help.
Yeah.
It was saying that in the 911 dispatch, if they known that he wasn't breathing, they would have called, it said a fire department instead of an ambulance if the officer had told her Floyd wasn't breathing, because they could have gotten there faster.
Yeah.
So not only did they do nothing, they didn't even call in the right help.
But wasn't there a medical personnel that may have been in civilian clothes that came up and offered services?
Yeah,
but they denied her.
Yeah.
Probably they weren't hearing nobody.
They didn't give a damn.
Yeah, they ain't nothing.
They didn't give a damn. People.
It was a murder.
Everybody
Definitely
who witnessed it on site and everybody who witnessed it online said this man is dying. The only people who are trying to act like they don't know is Derek Chauvin and his his cohorts, on the police force. So, damn them, man.
So let me say one more thing, because it's going on trial, and I'm sure these guys there are going to say I said something, and hear me out.
I'm listening.
That they might be, your boy might have been superior to them, and he wasn't going to do nothing. So like, what could they have done? Because it says right here that Lane, which one he is? He the black? No, Lane is the white guy. Say that the body camera video shows that Lane asked if they should roll Floyd onto his side, but was rebuffed. Like, get out of here. Not saying that's nothing.
Segue to the, James you alluded to, or one of y'all alluded to the police sergeant in Sunrise, Florida, who was dismissed for choking a felon officer. This happened I think it happened in November, but the video just came out and they just, so, there's an uproar about that. This man, this police sergeant, there was a black man who was arrested, let's say that first, and put in the back of a police car. And this sergeant keeps going into this car, threatening this man with pepper spray, engaging with this guy who was defenseless, handcuffed in the back seat of the car, right? Mm-hmm. Defenseless. This cop keep going in there, antagonizing him, threatening him with pepper spray. And a female rookie police officer grabbed him by his belt loop and pulled him out of the car, right? He turns around and grabs that woman by her throat and ostracizes her.
Come here.
And tells her, what I wish it was some sound. I didn't hear see anyone with sound. If anybody has, let me know.
But he grabbed her
he jacked her up in her throat.
Yeah.
And hey, don't put your hands on me. I'm doing what I'm doing. You need to get with the damn program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is, that whole police, I don't know what they call it. This whole.
It's a good boy club.
The good boy, good boy club, blue protects blue and all that stuff. But this woman risked everything, and pulled this man off this guy, which might have and probably did save his life or save him from serious injury because this cop was out of control.
So you asked the questions, like what were the repercussions for her?
Yeah.
I mean, she still has a job.
She has a job, and the other cop is fired.
Sometimes you have to do what's morally right.
Exactly.
I don't care what kind of job. Let's stop playing politics. I don't care what your rank is.
Yeah.
All of us work. I work outdoors.
Yeah.
My job is a blue collar type job. There's, safety has to be first. I'm not going to compromise my health or my life over a superior telling me to do something that's unsafe.
Yeah.
I have to do what's right for me.
Exactly.
How do those cops feel? Oh, well, I told him he's a superior, but maybe you were passive because you feel that you don't have the authority, but here it is, you're on trial facing prison time.
Yeah.
That's the latter. That's what you're dealing with right now.
Right now.
Mm-hmm. So do you second guess yourself and say, hey, if I could go back, I would have did it differently. I would have handled it differently. I mean, think about that video, man. I don't know if I've seen too many videos as inhumane as that.
Yeah. I've never
just the savagery of it.
We're talking about Floyd. No.
Floyd.
They held him at they knelt on his back, held his legs, and your boy kept the bystanders back.
Yeah.
That's what the article said.
Listen, I remember that day when I saw that, and I went back the next day or whatever, something, and I couldn't believe. I'm like, I didn't know if it was real or not. I was like, this is unbelievable. They ain't gonna get and to watch a human being take his last breath at the hands of these police officers, that was devastating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that I shed a tear at that moment when I realized this is real. This is real. And, I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And this is before, people have been, there was a look, but this is before the total outrage, all the, the protests and all this stuff. This was like the next day or something, the next morning. And it was like unbelievable to watch that. And to say that, okay, this guy wasn't even in jail at that moment. He wasn't in jail. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't fired. He wasn't, under scrutiny for what he did. But George Floyd, we watched the man die. The whole world watched him, and that's what the thing. I don't think I've ever seen that. Somebody being choked to death, by the police officers and sat there. That was devastating, and I don't think whatever they did, I can't remember. You said Chauvin got 25 years. That was not enough. I hope that they do justice with these other guys. That police sergeant in Sunrise, Florida. Shame on you. That woman who pulled your punk ass. I was told not to say punk, but your ass off of that woman, off of that man. That woman who pulled your ass off of that man should be commended. She should be given a badge for sergeant. And the other cops who sat there and had to have a rookie cop pull off. Yeah. A female rookie cop had to pull.
We need more like her.
And this man was gigantic.
He was.
This man was huge.
He snapped on her.
And she had to do that while these other male cops who probably have way more seniority than she does had to pull this man off of this brother, man. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. This is the kind of world we live in, and I'm sure she probably had, she probably get the smirks by her, other officers.
I'm sure she does.
In the precinct now for what she did, but we have to say, we have to commend her for what she did, because she probably saved that man, life and limb at that day. You never know. I'm telling you. Because that dude was frothing at the mouth. He wanted that dude.
Yeah.
He wanted that dude, man.
They still out though.
Yep. So, hey, still pay attention, man. If y'all want to listen, y'all want to talk to us, man, 727-686-0512. That was our social justice segment, dog.
That's right. You talked about how we trying to format things a little differently around here.
Yeah.
And, like you said, we're going to move away from that, and we're going to get into a new segment that we have, which is kind of like celebrity news.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kick it off. We can kick it off with some tragedy.
Yeah.
Regina King. We all love her.
Yeah.
Her son.
Yeah.
Tragically died. He committed suicide.
Yeah.
So. She, that's been in the news.
Yeah.
A lot of support.
Yeah.
So, we, suicide. We don't really know what happened.
Yeah.
But, people, and most people think, oh man, this guy, he was privileged. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
But you never know what a person has going on in their life. And, was it mental illness? Was it substance abuse? But it kind of speaks to, stigmas in the black community. And and suicide is something that we don't talk about a lot.
Yeah.
In the black community, especially.
Not enough. Not enough. Definitely not enough, man. And a lot of folks, if you've listened to me on this station, on Power Plug before, on the Man Cave, y'all know I've been working in mental health. Well, it'll be 28 years this year. And I've seen these scenarios, where you just don't know where somebody seems like they're all right, but they may have been giving you some signs and all. I'm not saying that he did that with Miss Regina King, but people do go through stuff. Sometimes you can't. We always say, I worked in that, if a person is hell bent on doing that, that's what they're going to do. It's like very, very hard to stop that. It's very rare if a person is hell bent on doing that you're going to be able to stop it, because 9 times out of 10 they will not let you know exactly what they're doing. They may give you some hints. They may look depressed or feel depressed, but you may not know exactly what a person's true intentions are. And some of us, and it's they try to tell us, well, you need to be paying attention, and not necessarily. We do, But how? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not. Yeah. You're not gonna be in that mode all the time. But my heart goes out to her. You know, in this moment, and Regina King has given us a lot. You know, with her talent and just her, because she's spoken up about a lot of stuff too, man. You know, she's a real asset to the community and to black folks, and my heart is out. Goes out to her, man. This is a real rough one, you know.
It's unfortunate, man. He's a young black man. I seen a slideshow that I think someone put together. Looked like he had a good life. He was happy at moments.
Yeah.
But Bunk, like you say, you've been working for over 20-some years. That mind frame that you're in when you about to do something like that, I can't even imagine. And it had to be something because he looked like he had a good life, man. So I don't know. It could be mental, but
I mean, if a person commits suicide, that definitely implies there's some type of because that's not a normal mindset for a human being. No. Anytime a person commits suicide, you know, kills himself purposefully, that, you know, you have to include that into it was a mental health issue.
Yeah, I'm thinking he thought of it more than once to actually go through it too. So like that's not probably not no one type of.
We're not talking about an accident. I mean, we're not. I mean, accidental deaths and all this. But if a person, that's mental health because that's not a normal.
That's what I'm saying.
Part of our psyche, you know. To we might think about stuff like that. Stuff may cross our minds, but if you get into that mindset, well, this is something that you need to do or you have to do or that you're compelled to do, that's a mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anybody who talks about suicide or anything like that constantly or not wanting to
check in on your people, man. Yeah, we got to check in, man.
You know, I'm not saying
see how people day is, make sure they all right, man. They're having a bad day, talk to somebody about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
check in.
There are, in most communities, I know in a lot of rural communities, and, you know, there may not be like a community health, but there are psychiatrists everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There are hotlines that people can call anytime for folks who, you know, if you know somebody, you know, who you think may be in that mode, call that hotline yourself and talk to them, and maybe they can give you some insight on how to speak with a person who may have, you know, these types of thoughts or whatever, or may be in some type of crisis that, you know, you may need help with helping them deal with that. You know, there are places that you can call and hotlines you can call, you know, for insight into, you know, what community mental health services are in your community. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look it up. I know right here in St. Pete we have Bowley Centers, we have Suncoast, and the Clearwater and North County area we have Directions, and the Harbors. In Manatee County there's Manatee Glens, Tampa there. You know, they have I can't remember, but I know the University of South Florida has programs and all that. There are ways that you can talk to people. There's ways that you can get people help, you know. So we're gonna get off that right now, and but again, my heart goes out to Regina. So what's next, man?
We got 2 documentaries coming out.
Okay.
We're gonna start with Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. First, I heard she got ugly hands.
I heard she got ugly hands too.
Somebody said we had to make sure we talk about Janet Jackson because she's so pretty. Apparently, we got to make sure her hands get talked about because they ugly.
Yeah, apparently it's a big deal on social media. But, you know, I'm going to start by saying, you know, Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, you know, she was before Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, if you talk to Beyonce, like, who inspired you? If she don't say Janet Jackson first, she's telling a damn lie.
She might say Bette Midler.
She might say Diana Ross.
I heard somebody in the back say, "Well, maybe Whitney." Now the styles I'm just going off of styles.
Yeah,
all the moves,
but
dancing.
I'm really looking forward to this documentary because Janet Jackson's older than us. Janet Jackson, so she's from the old school.
Still fine.
So she's always been a private person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So she's not a person like. With today's media, social media, like we know everything about, everybody. Yeah. We know where you're from and how many, kids you got and what's your auntie name. And, we get an insight almost daily into a celebrity's life. Yeah. Like with Janet, even though she's a Jackson and we know so much about, we know a lot about her family, not her so much. Yeah. So I'm thinking, man, this documentary is going to be awesome. Yeah. We're going to hear a lot of brand new stuff we didn't know. Like, wow, you dated such and such. I didn't know you. Yeah. Dated James Wayne back in 1987. And he broke up with you.
I remember you at night.
She took you on the tour that one year, dog.
I remember them pimples you had in 1987. You weren't no Janet Jackson, dog. Stop playing.
I had on 11th Avenue. You don't remember?
Yeah, she was at my house, though. You remember that? You don't remember that? No. But hey, like you said, boy, Janet, Janet was a icon. She came up as a child, and there's probably a lot of stuff we don't know about her, man, that will be really interested. Like, Beyonce, what the Blue Ivy, the kid's name. I don't know what Janet Jackson children's name she got. Do she got kids?
She does.
I don't know a whole lot about.
Does she have two, right? Yeah, I think one should be an adult now.
Probably, but I mean, I don't know. Do you know that Janet Jackson kid's name?
Then she disappeared back in the day, like early.
Yeah, she was intent on keeping that stuff private. You know what I'm saying? But
she keep certain things.
Jay-Z and Beyonce say, "Oh, my baby named Blue Ivy." And
she get out there sometime too, man. I remember when she was dating Jermaine Dupri.
I was like, that's later. That came later on.
I know, because but that's still Janet Jackson.
She was married to a DeBarge in the 80s.
She was.
And for a while, like, people were trying to figure out, well, are they together or no?
Yeah.
Then it came out in Bobby Brown's movie that Bobby Brown dated her. Like, we didn't know that. But we found out through Bobby Brown's documentary that you was with Janet.
Yeah,
but of course, Bobby was at one time the king of R&B.
Yeah, Janet made Bobby sign an NDA. I can't let nobody know I'm dating no dang Bobby Brown.
Oh, one child. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
one child.
Okay. Older.
Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah,
I think she was pregnant one time older, and I think she might have had some complications, if I'm not mistaken. Huh? Yeah. Oh, European dude. But nah, she dated Jermaine Dupri, and I remember that time. I was like, man, Janet and JD, like, that didn't mix to me. But my dog was in there. I was like, if he got a shot, I might have a shot with Janet. Little Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What are you basing it off of?
What you mean?
Like, you comparing yourself to JD.
Well, hell, didn't you say you had her? I want a piece of Janet too. Let me get some. What level you was on when you had her, dog?
JD wrote hit songs that the whole world singing.
Yeah, I just made a statement, Jane. It wasn't serious. I was kind of kidding, like you said.
I mean, you might be taller than JD, but man,
well, I'm sure I got a few things on his cat because money ain't everything. Okay, so
can we still say Janet Jackson?
Hold on, Bonk. No, hold on, Bonk.
Wait a minute.
Oh no! Didn't I say about this volcano? I've been quiet.
He done been offended, y'all.
Oh, he's erupted over there.
Yes, he has. Okay.
Go ahead.
I was saying something.
Tony Montana.
I don't need to be going ahead because I was going. Okay. Thank you. So what I was saying is money is not everything. Okay.
But she's married to a billionaire.
Go for it.
JD. She took JD's little money and then moved on to bigger and better things.
So she's
how much you was giving her at 87 then? Let me ask you a question then. I mean, what's the difference? I'm listening.
That was just pure love. That's when people loved. In the 80s, people were actually in love. Now, we're going to do another segment on where's the love. What happened to the love? People don't want to be in love anymore.
Everything
is self-promotion.
So we can still like Janet despite her small hands.
I like Janet because she keeps secrets too. That's good in a woman. You never knew who she was with. That's great.
What you think about like the stuff they talking about? Janet said Michael Jackson used to talk bad to her and verbally abuse her. I think maybe when she was probably about 4, she would probably whoop Michael Jackson anyway. Why she didn't just bust him upside his head?
Well, this documentary gonna show some things because, like I said, she's very secretive. I'm surprised she even coming out with something like this.
Yeah, and
so I'm gonna be tuned in.
I'm surprised she's talking like the stuff that's came out. She's talking about Michael. That surprised me. That it was a quote from her about that. So that really surprised me that she would do that. I mean, not. That I'm surprised at me because being as private as she's been.
She's giving the people what they want to hear. Yeah. They want to know about Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They want to know, because nobody, we hear all of these things about Michael Jackson, but you never really hear it from, a brother or a sister.
Yeah,
so
family,
this is sources very close, to Michael. Like, what was he really like?
Yeah.
And he, she, back to what you were saying, she couldn't beat Mike.
She could whoop Mike.
That was Mike's baby sister.
You see them hands? She pop, pop, pop. She might.
Mike had to beat up on somebody because I'm sure he took a pounding from the Jackson 5.
Who you think? Who in the Jackson family could Michael Jackson beat? He couldn't beat Marlon. He couldn't beat none of the sisters. He
might be the little brother.
That's why he couldn't beat none of them. That's why he picked on Janet.
Them guys were really. I don't think them guys were really too tough.
Now nobody can see.
Ain't none of them get it from Joe Jackson.
He still good. Joe.
We know Joe, boy. Joe had them big old. I think that's probably where Janet got her hands from.
Yeah,
Joe.
Yeah, working hands.
Joe was a laborer.
Yeah.
Joe built cars.
Yep.
Joe came home from work moving furniture. Y'all finna make me rich. Y'all gonna retire me.
Joe whoop ass.
And they thought Joe was a fool.
Yeah.
Joe made a super group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We ain't going to school today.
Nah.
Move the coffee table.
Damn right. Get this guitar, dog. You finna play. Let's go.
Step.
What's your steps messing up? Come on, dog. Mm-hmm. You gotta get them steps right. Ain't going back to this factory or whatever the hell he was working at. That mess was Joe ain't playing no way.
He pushed it every day. He came from that bit too.
Joe was not
going back. But one day I'm not going back.
So we can all agree we're really looking forward to that documentary.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the other one then?
I think that comes out. It's a 2-part documentary. It starts on Friday.
What channel? What network is on?
I have no idea.
Okay. We'll tune in.
That second documentary is Dr. Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna let you kick this off, man. You tell me what you think. Tell me if you're gonna watch. We back to Bill.
Yeah. Y'all know how I feel about
I'm gonna
this.
be tuned in. I'm gonna be tuned. Thank you, Bunk. Thank you for letting me go again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be tuned in, man. You can't think of a black man in the 80s without talking about Cosby, right? I mean, he was on every. I mean, I was a little kid, but when I grew up, I saw him on the TV. You know what I'm saying? He kind of raised certain people to show you how a black household could be. He was a doctor, his wife a lawyer. But the documentary goes into some episodes and it shows you that he was kind of showing you certain stuff that he did outside of the camera on the camera.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this episode, dog, where he had the secret sauce in the house. Oh, come on, Bunk. I thought y'all watched the Cosby Show, bro. Well, anyway, it was an episode where he had this secret sauce and everybody tasted was in love, kind of like, so him and his daughter Denise and the sergeant, just lovey-dovey after they eating the sauce. Theo, lovey-dovey, and then he whipped it up for, what's his wife? Dr. No, she the lawyer. What's his wife's name?
Claire,
come and taste this sauce. And they show that episode in the documentary, man. So anyway, to get what I'm saying is they're going to show you some of the stuff he said on camera, kind of reveal how he really is behind the scene.
Yeah.
With the roofies and all of those things. And he frequently visited the Playboy Penthouse, which is another documentary coming out too. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to check it out for sure. To answer James' question.
There you go. Yeah, well,
back to you, Bonk.
I don't know. I mean,
body.
It's on Showtime, and I don't really watch Showtime, but I don't give a damn about no Bill Cosby. First of all, damn him. He's a rapist, and people do not like to say that. I don't give a damn if my producer let me cuss, I say it. But I don't give a damn about no damn Bill Cosby. He did what he did under the guise of somebody who was supposed to be a icon and hero for black people. But you rape women, you rape black women. I have no respect for you. And the people who be trying to defend that kind of crap, man, you know, it's crazy. I don't know why people do that, man. You know, and you know, he has said a lot of stuff throughout his career about how black men are supposed to be, how they're supposed to act.
Yeah, him and Richard Pryor didn't see eye to eye.
Exactly. He's challenged a whole lot of people. He's challenged a lot of black celebrities. He's challenged. He's done a lot of stuff,
and he can't say nothing.
And you know, now when it comes out about him, we're supposed to trust it. You know what I'm, and that he didn't do it when the evidence is there that he did do it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, zero respect for him. You know, for that. That's messed up. Yeah, that's my take on Bill.
Yeah, I concur with both of you guys. I'm just kind of curious, like why the documentary? You know what I'm saying? We kind of watched the rise and fall, and you know he was tried and convicted, and you know, I mean, is it kind of like roadkill? Like I don't know if I'm going to watch the documentary. I don't know if I'm interested enough in. You know, but, you know, D, you made an interesting point because I guess this documentary is going to be more detailed and you're going to have, you know, you're talking about enabling people. Apparently, you're going to have some people that knew all along.
Yeah.
Oh, now they want their 15 minutes or they want their paycheck. Yeah, he was doing that and I remember this and, you know.
I dropped 6 of them off one night.
Exactly.
All that kind of
I mean, saying that in line with that, you know, those, you know, the R. Kelly stuff when I seen him doing it, but nobody said nothing when these people doing this crap. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, and you know, when Bill was coming out of, you know, when he was released from jail, Bill was already talking about that same day they coming out with Bill going, I don't know,
on the road.
On the road, and he gonna put out his own documentary. He trying to do this.
They denied some stuff that he wanted to put out.
You know, I mean, is
to kind of clear his name? Supposedly, they didn't let him put it out.
But I'm trying to tell you,
some
man.
type of tour he wanted to go.
I mean, you know, but see, some of these guys are used. Even this negative. Even if I don't even know if there's gonna be something that projects him as negative or positive. I imagine it's gonna be a negative thing.
Yeah, this one a negative.
Supposed to be. But these celebrities will try to flip that crap into something that they can use to re-spark their career. They do that all the time.
They dumping on them.
You know, so sure. you know, but they need to. Yeah,
it's not a pro Cosby documentary.
It shouldn't be.
I think it's gonna be some females possibly too, but some of the people that are narrating, and I saw Jamil Hill, one of them, ESPN chick. Not on ESPN no more. So
the damn Bill Cosby.
Yeah, you know what kind of doctor he was though? You remember what kind of doctor he was on the show?
A rape doctor.
He delivered babies.
Delivered babies. They was like, he could have been a dentist. He went, come on the bill. He want to be up in that thing, bunk. He ain't no doctor. He is not no doctor of the vagina, and that's what he wanted to be on the show.
Yeah.
Just like he whipping up that secret sauce. It was right there for us to see, man. We ain't want to see it, dog.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
Damn Bill Cosby. So where we going next, man? Well, you know, some of this other stuff is, you know, as far as the superstars and headlines, man, and you know,
we can quick.
I mean, real quick, you know, Kobe Bryant, 2-year anniversary of his death. You know what I'm saying? That was his 2-year anniversary. What was it, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of folks came out and gave, you know, offered more respect to him, man, which was real nice, man. And, you know, he is sorely missed, you know. Not just, you know, in the, you know, the sports and entertainment community, but, you know, folks, you know, a lot of people looked up to what he was doing, and the relationship he had with his family and especially his children and all that. It still resonates as a very, very sad moment, for fans of his and, people who really respected him.
Yep. There was a lot of tributes throughout the league with a lot of people writing sneakers, messages for Kobe on the sneakers. A couple cats went ham. Your boy from Phoenix, what's his name? Devin Booker went off.
Yeah.
He loved Kobe.
Yeah.
So, a lot of current basketball players looked up to him. A lot of messages from a lot of famous people. Snoop loved Kobe.
Yeah.
But Kobe was doing a lot of big things off the basketball field, and one was the academy that he was doing for his daughter.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of photos that day of his daughter following him everywhere. Like that was his little. He loved his kids. Y'all love all your kids, but you had that one be everywhere you go.
She
was everywhere.
That was his little doppelganger. That was him. As a girl,
I saw a picture of her in the locker room, bro. Like this little girl getting exposed to all of that, and she was raw on the basketball court too. And I wanted to see her kind of develop. She might have been the first girl in the NBA, dog. You never know, man. But you know.
Now, is it true that they built a monument or statue of him and his daughter at the crash site?
At the site, okay,
that's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
But again, as a businessman, it was just the tip of the iceberg for him. He was on his way to big things.
Yeah, he had been, and seriously, he had been getting into producing documentaries, and he was doing stuff that wasn't typical of today's athletes. You might see some athletes go to acting and they go into broadcasting and other stuff, but this man was really expanding, man. He was writing, and he was doing a lot of stuff, man. And it's difficult to fathom, the things that we're gonna miss because of his death. We're gonna, that we're not gonna get to see some of the stuff that he was gonna put out, and produce, and his legacy was cut down very short, and his daughters was, and
everybody else that was on that chopper,
and the other people who were there, man. We have to give respect to them too, because it's due, but a very, very sad situation. I'm a Lakers fan. Everybody here knows that, but I respect him, and I really appreciate all that he did for me as a fan. Yeah, but
81 point code, man.
Exactly, man. It was good. It was great, man.
His legacy will live on, bro.
Yes, sir.
Forever and ever, even across seas.
Yes, sir.
Everybody love Kobe, man.
727-686-0512 if you want to talk to us about anything we have been talking about or are going to talk about. Hit us up, man. Man Cave wants to hear from you.
Yeah, shout out to Ray. We got a couple of comments in. I think earlier he was saying what's up to the fellas, man. So shout out to Ray. He said Baby Trump, so we must have been talking about your boy, because we know who Baby Trump is. Our governor. So he was tuned in earlier. So shout out to Ray for hitting us up in the chat, man.
True that.
What else we got?
So we got some new segments we put together, man. I want to talk about the clown of the day or the clown of the week, or let's get into that.
God dang. We're gonna need my producer to have her finger
hit him with
on
that.
I'll point to you when we're ready. I'm gonna point to you when we're ready, but God dog. And hey, we all Bucks fans except our producer. Not our producer, but our station manager. He tried us last week. Yeah, he gave us bad mojo. I ain't gotta talk about him later.
You could be a Buck fan and be an analyst.
I think he was just being honest, man. I respect that.
He was analyzing.
Bull. Listen.
So who's the clown of the day?
Antonio Brown. Oh my God! Did you see this clown, man?
AB.
After the Bucks lose, what did the sign? I can't remember what the sign said, but the Joker got a sign.
Did it say eliminated?
Yeah, Bucks eliminated from the playoffs or something.
Bucks eliminated.
Yeah.
This jerk.
They took a photo of him trotting off the field in New York.
Yeah.
when he was throwing the deuces, but they photoshopped him holding the sign.
Yeah.
Saying Bucks eliminated.
Yeah, and he tweets it or retweets it or whatever he did. What a jerk, man.
Right before that, he was giving it up to good luck, Tom Brady.
Yeah, there you go.
He want to dog the man like that. That's some bunker do to me, y'all.
Yeah. I can't wait till I get my sign ready for you.
But this is the same guy that quit the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's few times in professional sports that we've actually seen somebody quit, during a game or a sporting event. I remember Roberto Duran quitting against Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
But Antonio Brown, man, we stuck our neck out to bring him in.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, this is how you gonna treat us?
Yeah.
And then on the back end, you saying, oh, I want to go play for Baltimore.
Yeah.
I want to go play for the Ravens.
I want to play for somebody else.
Bro, how do you think that you're going to get back to them? Who's going to take a chance with you? And we had a discussion on that. There's no way. This guy, I mean, you're talking about nails in the coffin, man.
Yeah. But you got this sign say Bucks eliminated, but and you retweet whatever, you tweet this out, but you probably just like you said, nail in the coffin, just truly eliminated your ass from any chance of getting on somebody else's team, because everybody understands that once it sours or gets a little sour with Antonio Brown with a particular team, he gonna act a donkey.
That's right.
He gonna act like a freaking clown. That's why right. He is the
showed you
clown of the day.
He ain't showed you nothing else. Every stop,
everywhere he go,
he showed his butt in Oakland. He didn't even play a down, bro.
Yeah,
he would play one down. He would have got $40 million guaranteed. He blew that. He
asked to be traded for some reason from Oakland. I never understood that. Well, you sign with the Raiders and then you say, okay, release me.
Yeah.
Or trade me. Like, why?
Yeah. I don't know.
And then you go to New England.
I don't know if it was a whole lot. Did a lot come out about that story when he was in the Raiders with the Raiders?
Yeah, everything.
I'm talking about like,
bro. This man went off calling the GM.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's right.
What sparked it?
Yeah.
What was the spark?
Yeah. What do you mean? Why they wanted to release him, or what sparked him?
What was his attitude about? Why did he have an attitude in that situation?
When do we ever know why? That's why he the clown of the day. When do we ever know what he's gonna do?
Well, we know. Well, here's the thing. We know what sparked him to quit. He felt like he wasn't getting the ball.
Yeah, in Tampa.
So then he came up with this excuse. I'm saying during the Jets game, he came up with this excuse. Oh, well, I can't play.
Yeah.
Well, there's a protocol that you have to follow.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor and let them evaluate you.
Yeah.
And then they rule you out of the game. You don't you don't just quit on the sideline.
Yeah. Oh, I told him I was hurt.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. No.
Then we used to have some kids in Little League, you say that, oh, coach, I'm hurt. I got a headache.
Yeah, they don't want to run.
And then they come back 5 minutes later. You want to go in? No, my stomach hurt. I thought it was it was your head.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
that was the last time that's the only time that I've seen a player undress on the sideline.
Yeah,
like quit during the game.
Exactly.
Like 8-year-olds.
It's crazy,
bro.
man.
But not only about that sign though, but I know you seen him trying to sue the Bucks. Did you see that, him and his lawyer? Because
and it goes on.
So. Yes, this morning I think I saw yesterday, him and his lawyer put out a video stating that the Buccaneers, and he called it the crazy house, and a lot of people upset at him because we stigmatize mental health with terms like that.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go to no place called the crazy house, but we need some help. But we identified as a crazy house, so a lot of people upset about him. But him and his lawyer trying to sue the Bucks because of what do you call it when you mess up somebody's Yes.
Defamation.
Yes. Yeah. Making him look like they wanted to send him somewhere to get mental health, which he probably needs it, and he don't want to admit that possibly.
Listen, he can, like we talked about the cameras that put the nail in the dagger for shaving. You talked about the cameras. You put the nail in the camera in the coffin for McMichael and Brian and those other cases. There's cameras all over the place, and that called Antonio Brown doing all kind of stupid crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you talking about a big game on it in the NFL where this man undressed himself and acted like a straight up A.
Yeah.
On the sideline. And you talking about defamation of character, the whole world.
That's what he's saying. Who
you gonna get in a jury that's gonna say, oh no, Antonio Brown ain't do that. That the Bucks lying. Oh, I didn't do what y'all said I did. Yes, you did. You acted like somebody who was not thinking properly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But, and just to add to that, he's had legal problems off the field.
Yeah.
So again, who's responsible for how you're perceived as a person?
Mm-hmm.
He is. All the way down.
But at the same time,
he is ultimately responsible.
At the same time, you want to resume your career. That's what makes him the donkey of the day. You're going against the NFL, and at the same time asking the NFL for employment.
Hashtag clown of the day.
It makes
proprietary.
It makes no sense.
There you go.
Jam, hit him with it. Sorry, AB.
Yeah, my brother.
So we're gonna be hitting y'all with clowns often, and
that's right.
That's our first annual right there, man.
Yeah. But we've been talking about the Bucks, and we're gonna stay with the Bucks.
Yeah, we got
Tampa Bay.
Get into that playoff stuff.
Yep. And we got to say it on the mic. We did predictions and everybody picked the Bucks except for. Go ahead and give him a hand clap. Give him a hand clap. There you go. He got one. All right.
Y'all gonna make me undress in this piece like Antonio Brown did. I ain't gonna give him no clap for that mess.
Well, you got to give it up sometime.
That was bad mojo. Dog, he messed us up. I blame you. I blame you, dog.
We're going to blame that right tackle. We're going to blame that coverage on that last play.
So I think the Bucks, clearly they ran out of gas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
With the injuries. And I don't think that was the only thing that factored in. There was a lot of distractions. We just talked about Antonio Brown. But then you got both coordinators. You got NFL teams reaching out to these guys saying, hey, we want you to, be a head coach. Those are distractions.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
Those are distractions when, your agent is constantly calling you saying, hey, this team, and this team
want to talk.
They want to talk to you. And I don't know. Were these guys being interviewed during the week? Were they interviewing with these teams during the week about the job? Are they allowed, or
I don't know?
Is that something
I don't know how that works, because I know some of them they were offered interviews and was supposed. I don't know if they had already had them.
It ain't none to these cats to hop on a private jet to go do something, or it could be Zoom nowadays. You never know. So
either way, it's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
Possibly.
When you get off the phone,
I won't bet it on that, but it could possibly be a distraction.
But what I'm saying is you having a conversation with your agent. You having a conversation with your family, but you have a game also.
Yeah, a huge game. Yeah,
100% focus on.
Yeah,
there's some things that you can overlook because you got a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
You think?
Do you think
some teams have? Hold on. Some teams have done it. I can't use that as the sole excuse because some teams have prevailed and the coaches still out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So both ways, but I understand how it could be a distraction though.
Do you think that play calling was a major? How major of a factor was it? Because the at the beginning. Well, throughout the game, the defense didn't look right. And at the beginning of the game, first half, the offense was, nowhere to be seen. Was play calling or was the game plan an issue? You think that it was that big of a distraction, for these coordinators where it was that type of issue?
Both defenses are kind of stellar. And our defensive front held up, bro. Like, I mean, they did a good job, but I said last week how the Bucks have played the most games over the last 2 seasons. Yeah. And I think injuries really, I hate to use that because next man up, but you at your 6th or 7th receiver?
Yeah.
And they drop in the rock. Yeah. You at your 3rd tackle. Yeah. You going against Von Miller, the number 1 defensive player in the NFL, the best cornerback in the NFL.
Aaron Donald.
It's tough, bro.
They definitely lost it as a team. The offense didn't show up in the first half. Yeah. You know, well, for that, the defense didn't show up in the first half either. I mean, the Rams fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line. Yeah. There would have been 27 points in the first half. Yeah, yeah. And and the Bucks had some horrible breakdowns against the pass. Yeah, in the first half, they had them. I think it was third and long, and they gave up like a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Exactly. Oh my God, it was like 3rd and 15.
And then when we thought we were headed, man, the Bucks. The frustrating thing about that game is the Bucks were at death's door like 5 different times.
Yeah, exactly.
There was like 5 different times. It's like, okay, if they get this touchdown, game's over. If they get this first down, game's over. Mm-hmm. And we had a conversation early in the year about losing games close
like that,
as opposed to being taken to the woodshed. Yeah, it would have been easier for me to swallow if the Bucks wouldn't have came back. Exactly. If I just all things given, if we knew, okay, well, the Bucks gonna lose this game, I would have rather them lost 34-10 than the way that they lost.
Exactly.
It's easier to accept because then you get into the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like everybody wanted to blame the blown coverage that led to them kicking the game-winning field goal. Yeah. But there's
evidence.
They forgot everything else that happened in that game.
That's what I'm saying. There's evidence throughout the game that should tell you that the Bucks, the way they played in the first half, they shouldn't have won the game in the first place.
20-3.
And then there were a lot of mistakes even in the second half. We just were able, to capitalize on the mistakes of the Rams, but then that 42 seconds, what was it, 42 seconds?
Yeah.
And you let a cat just walk, it wasn't,
who already been killing you all game.
Exactly. Cooper Kupp, the guy,
not cover him.
He getting the ball.
9 receptions, 183 yards.
There was nobody else going to get that ball.
20 yards a catch. 20 yards a catch, man.
And he goes,
We got some more games, man. We mad the Bucks lost. They deserve to lose. Yeah. Is Brady coming back? We got a comment say 1 more year with Brady and we have a shot. A Rams next year will have another run at it.
Well, that's another question. Yeah. Will Brady
come back? There's been some
yes or no. What you think? Before we go to the rest of the playoffs, what you think?
I think he leaves because when he was asked about it, he didn't say that he would be back. Yeah. Like why? Anytime they say, "Oh well, I'm going to talk to my family and see what's in my best interest," that means I'm going. Yeah. And it was right after the game. Like right after the game, you're gonna say, "Yeah, we're gonna run this back."
I go ahead.
I do believe he's gonna come back, but that was a weird statement. But I just think that he believes that. I think he really, really, really wants to get another Super Bowl. I think that is a big deal for him. Plus, he had already talked about wanting to play till he was 45. So
I'll say this: I thought like after a loss, that's what you have to say because you kind of want the cameras off of you and like he might be out of there. Then next thing you know, Brady coming back. Yeah, I think 1 more year.
Was he in his last year of a contract?
He got 1 more year.
So
he got 1 more year. He signed. Oh yeah, well we'll sign him. That's that money.
But that's my point.
He did sign 2 years. I thought with an option 3 though. But that's how they usually do.
My point is, if he's under contract to come back next year, why would you even ask him? Yeah. Why would you ask
if I'm whenever he want? Anybody can.
He could have, but that's besides the point. Like he's under contract to come back. He never said anything about retiring.
Yeah.
So why are you asking him
They asked him. He did say something about it. They've been asking him.
Yeah.
So he
when?
On the podcast. I see it after this loss. People been asking even before. Could this be your last?
No, I'm saying before. Like when was this? When was there any discussion about him? Like before the game about him not? Was there a discussion about him not coming back?
They said this
and if there was,
possibly be his last.
And if there was, why is there smoke?
Well, it's clearly
the smoke saying I might not be back.
That's what. Yeah, he did that. Now Brady did,
but that's what they do though. They do that.
I know that, but that's why I'm saying, I still with his ambiguity on the question, I still think he's coming back. I think he's coming back, but I think there's a lot of things in play that has that needs to happen for him. Like we don't know what's gonna happen with Leftwich. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost thinking I don't even know what the hell gonna happen with.
Out of there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's gonna happen with Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians look like
Tom Brady.
Bruce Arians looking older than he like. God dang, have you seen him in the last few games? How he's moving?
That son,
he is like
up. His face is like.
I don't know if he
does. He does look a little sickly.
Yeah,
now that you mention it.
Well, I think he's been through some things. Like,
yeah,
he's a cancer survivor and things like that.
Yeah, but I'm hoping. Because I like Arians. I would like for him to stay and give us that one more shot. With Brady. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, if I don't know if we'll be able to maintain both of our coordinators. If we can keep one of them, that'll help.
You got to figure.
Yeah,
I doubt if both of them deserve a head coaching job.
Yeah,
but I don't think both of them
gonna go. Yeah, I don't think both of them are gonna leave. But that's what I'm saying. If we keep it to one, likely. We should be. We should be okay. And
we keep our defensive coordinator, Brady, the offensive coordinator. Dog, stop playing.
Yeah, because I know
he gonna call the plays.
So
no, I ain't gonna give Brady that kind of credit.
Yeah. If Aaron Rodgers says I'm done with Green Bay,
you don't think Tom Brady called his own plays, James?
Of course he does, but I ain't giving him. He's not the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
I think occasionally he calls a play.
Yeah,
but I think over probably 90% of the time, Leftwich calls the play.
I think
that's his whole playbook from.
But understand quarterbacks. Most quarterbacks are given like they can change plays at the line of scrimmage if they see certain things.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to discredit.
Oh no,
Leftwich
that's not no. See,
I think Brady gets a lot more leeway with changing plays.
Yeah, y'all be putting words in my mouth. I didn't discredit him. I just say Brady calls a lot of plays.
All right, my brother. Hey, so there are 2 more games left in the playoffs. I mean, to get to the Super Bowl, we got Cincinnati and Kansas City, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
in the NFC, we got
49ers
and Rams.
At the Rams.
So who we got? Who we gonna start with?
I got Kansas City all day. I think Patrick Mahomes, he's been under, kind of like under the radar all season long, but he's kind of showing that he's the guy.
The guy.
Like we talking about all these other quarterbacks, it's his time.
Yeah.
He's going to his 3rd straight Super Bowl.
I concur. It is his time. It's been his time. He got smacked around last year because of that offensive line.
Yeah.
Mahomes is that dude. The Bengals are on fire. They got good wide receivers, but Pat Mahomes at home, Chiefs.
Yeah. I think it's the end of the Burrow story this year. But that cat
He'll be back.
He got a lot of, he's going to have a huge future, but I think Mahomes is hot right now. So, so on the NFC side, who we got? Rams versus, who you got?
Chiefs.
You got Chiefs. Who we got on the other end, man? We got Rams and
49ers.
Are the 49ers hot enough right now to get into the Super Bowl?
I'm going to say the same thing I said last week. The 49ers, I wouldn't be surprised if they win the game.
Yeah.
Because it is going to come down to physicality again. I said the same thing when they played Green Bay. Mm-hmm. But as a betting man, I'll take the Rams. Mm-hmm. It'll be a close game.
Yeah.
But again, I will not be surprised if the 49ers win the game.
All right.
It's a great breakdown. I got the 49ers.
Okay.
This is why, though. They got the Rams card for some reason. I like the Rams. I just talked about their defense, but it's something about my dog. Shout out to the hardest guy right now in the NFL to me, Debo Samuels. Is his last name Samuels? Debo. That man do everything, bro. I got the 49ers. I ain't going to hold it long, talk it long. I'm probably going to be the only one taking 49ers. I got the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm taking the Rams. I don't know what my dog out there gonna take, but yeah, I'm taking the Rams, man. I cover Debo, man. Cover Debo. Stop act like y'all know he on the field. That's the problem.
But you can't underestimate the 49ers defense. That's all I'm saying.
Bosa is that whole D line.
They are very physical, but. I mean, the defense of the Rams, man, they got some physical heart. I mean, you got Von Miller, Aaron Donald, and you got one of the best DBs in the league on that team. They can be as physical or even more. But, they got to do it. I mean,
think about it. Think about it. They had a 17-point lead last week against the Bucs. Last week. They turned the ball over. I think 4 times in the second half.
And won.
This is the same team we talking about.
Matthew Stafford, your quarterback.
Like, they almost blew that game because that's what kind of team the Rams are.
Yeah.
Like Matthew Stafford, if you can get after him, he will turn the ball over. And they had like 3 fumbles last week.
Yeah.
And we keep talking about Jalen Ramsey. I mean, Jalen Ramsey, he
peeked in the backfield. He got burnt. He got burnt.
Hey, I want to. I got to stick this one in there.
Yeah.
The Florida State Seminole players tried their best to give that game away last week.
We made plays too. Them boys made plays too. Yeah. Cam Akers been killing it since he came back.
You can't put the ball on the turf.
I'm not excusing that.
He dropped it twice?
He did.
If you fumble enough, I don't care if you averaging 6 or 7 yards a carry. Yeah. If you fumble enough, you will be standing on the sideline.
Yeah, absolutely.
That negates everything.
Absolutely. No argument here.
I just say Rams. It'll be a great game if the Rams cover Deebo Samuel and the 49ers cover Cooper Kupp. Then what you gonna, I want to see something like that happen.
You got Carrick.
God dang, because it seemed like the Bucs, y'all ain't know Cooper Kupp was on the field. And who did the 49ers play? They forgot that.
But how do you defend him though?
You got to figure it out. You got to. There's got to be some kind of way. You have defense we got defensive coordinators who supposed to be able to create a game plan that you can. One guy, this guy is getting the ball. That play against the Bucs at the end of the game, man.
But that's what make you so raw when they know you get the ball and you can't do nothing.
Now, Bump, that was inexcusable.
It wasn't special. That's what I'm saying.
That was inexcusable.
Cover him. You see him. He wasn't running fast. He just going downfield. You couldn't cover.
I'm choosing the Rams because
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got Odell Beckham on the other side.
Odell Beckham is
he's
still Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
And their tight end.
I agree.
Their tight end. He's a local guy too, out of East Lake.
Yeah.
He's I can't recall his name. He caught like 4 or 5 balls. He's a good pass catcher.
All right. Odell.
Yeah, if you cover Cooper going deep, Odell's just gonna kill you short field.
He'll still drop soon too.
Hey y'all support her. Hey, y'all come out and y'all keep me supporting Man Cave. Y'all check out the other shows on PowerPlugRadio.com. Y'all can catch us at Urban Drinkery on Thursdays at 8:30, and we'll see you next week.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.